Welcome to Poquito D'Todo. I'm Donnelly.
And I'm Vicky.
I'm Juan Pablo.
And I'm Eddie. Here in Poquito D'Todo, we talk about a little bit of everything. Because in our life, we have Poquito D'Todo. So, hopefully you guys enjoy.
No, don't think inappropriate.
Yeah.
You were saying a lot of inappropriate stuff earlier when we were in la cocina.
What are you talking about?
What happened
no
to you? You were
Yes.
so innocent.
What are you talking about?
And you came back really with like an attitude.
Yeah,
And, like,
not a
not
bad attitude. No,
but
no,
just
no.
dirty or just very dirty.
Yeah,
You came back from
you
Mexico.
came
very
back
dirty.
bien mal pensado.
You guys are gonna make me look better in front of the camera.
You have
Come
a
on, better,
potty
no, ain't
mouth.
nobody-
Natalie, our videos barely get 20 views. Ain't nobody watches. What are you doing with your?
It's
Camila,
cool.
My
Okay.
mom and your mom
That's
and
why
your
my
mom.
mom's gonna
Our
They're gonna be
parents
like,
do not watch this.
My
They
dad-
If they do,
My
cut that off.
coworker.
Mira,
don't.
If
My
our
mom
videos
doesn't.
get 20 views, I was 19 of them at the moment.
I was probably 5 of them.
I mean,
I saw it once.
we'll garner some more views. But if we ever get like 100, what are you doing?
Ooh, let's have like a cake. If we
Enco-
get
ya
100 views, we're
encontramos
gonna
al
get a
Nemo,
cake.
güey.
Oh, yeah. And then we put 100 views.
Yeah, we get 100 views, we're getting a cake.
No.
How about subscribers on YouTube?
JP?
Hold on, let's do it at the same time so that I can put the shots together and it'll look cool. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm cuter though.
Neither one are cute.
I'm cute.
I'm gonna be honest. They
I'll
both
fight you.
horrible. Why do you always want to fight people?
I'm not.
Oh, let's take bets in the comments section. Who do you think would win in a fight? Eduardo, no middle name, Alfaro? Or Danali, who has a middle name, Esteves? She's, I don't know if we can say how old you are. She's old enough to know better, but she doesn't. He's definitely old enough to know better, but he still
I don't
doesn't
appreciate
act
the
right
definitely.
sometimes.
Just say he's old enough.
Eddie just doesn't act like his age.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody
Nobody
really
does.
does. Unless
No, but he's way off from his age
what is that? What is that supposed to mean?
because he acts like a 25-year-old.
And
That's a
he's
good thing.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, he's
Back to
27.
Right. And
So-
people tell me that all the time, like, oh, you look so much younger than how old you really are because I'm 36.
you look 30.
Yeah.
Y eso
I'm
bien
just- I
acabado
just
tú.
turned 21.
I've been through a lot, perro.
Pinche
In the
cremas no
last,
sirven pa-
sorry, I've been
Caída.
through a lot, Dana, in the last 8
You
months.
just call me perro.
I call everyone perro, except
It's in
I
a
don't call
nice-
my parents that,
I
or
would
or
hope
my
not.
sisters,
Your grandma?
or my cousins. I definitely don't call my abuelita perro.
You hadn't said it. That's what I was want to make sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to my Dana impression. What? What were we talking about?
Today, no.
Wait,
I've been on top of it.
they sent
by
that
the way.
to our email?
Wait. O sea, eso
Wait.
fue cuando estaba en la escuela,
I
¿ok?
drive safe. What are you talking about? I only do 25 in the school parking lot.
We have a Google Drive with our videos?
No, she knows that.
I don't have it.
I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on
The
you guys.
only-
Watch. I'm gonna get you guys
In all
back.
seriousness, the only reclamo I could really have, because there's a bunch of other shit that I was just
'Cause I'm
being
always late.
too much of a bitch about. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
you're a
It's,
bitch.
I mean, that a little bit. The lateness thing. But the driving in the parking lot. 20 in a parking lot, para mi gusto. Y tampoco es el gusto. It's
Oh,
'cause-
you drive 5 miles per hour in a parking lot. What do
Mi
you?
gusto es-
Wait. The people at home, I want you to let me know what you think the appropriate speed limit is for a parking lot.
What's not 5?
Te lo
Well,
juro
depends.
It's not 5.
No, some of them are
por
5.
mis
That one's
cojones,
15.
güey.
That
It's
one was
15.
10. That one was 10.
In a parking lot, 15 miles an hour? Which parking lot?
lot?
The one where you're allowed to kill people?
Yeah.
15 miles an hour?
What do you drive?
I feel like I
in
could have got
parking
out
lot?
and walked faster than when you guys were driving. And you, yeah, you could probably hurt
Oh,
somebody.
I had just gotten my license that day. That's why.
I can tell.
She got too excited.
Whoever
Wait,
gave her the
wait,
license,
Wait, when did you
fired.
get your license? You say that as if it happened super recently.
Yeah.
When?
I
So all those times that you would drive me to school, which by the way, you drove really safe when you would drive me to school.
Everybody heard,
It
but
was
then
just
I
that one
saw
time
those
in the
guys
parking
outside,
lot.
So I'll be back.
I didn't have my license.
You didn't have your license when you were driving me to school in January, February, March?
Mhm.
That's fine. She in all seriousness, when she would drive me to school, she would drive safe. She would turn the music down because I would be all like mermado and shit, all depressed and sad, and I would be like, "Can you turn the music down?" And she'd be like, "It was just that one time in the parking lot cuando me asusté bien gacho." I was like you during the terremoto the other day. Tell us about how you experienced the terremoto.
Yeah. Well, I didn't feel it. I heard it. I hate earthquakes.
You didn't feel it?
No, I
No?
heard it. I heard the like when it starts. Like
Oh,
really.
Wait, how do you even hear
I
an
thought I heard
earthquake?
one
You
again.
guys don't hear the earthquakes?
Yeah, no, there's
I
like
hear
a
them
certain
too
sound.
sometimes.
I
There's a certain
always
sound
hear it.
sometimes, not always, but
I always hear the earthquakes, and I hate earthquakes because I was alone in my house.
I was
Pobrecita.
alone
So
too.
I'm a scary cat when it comes to earthquakes
I was fucking
because
scared.
I get like a panic attack, anxiety attack, and I don't know like how to control myself. So I run in place under the little door.
You
know?
run in place? You're like running in the same spot?
Yeah.
Under the door.
Yeah.
You don't just stand there. You like running.
And
No, I run in place.
Yeah, no, but instead of just standing, you're doing like.
Yeah.
You could just stand there. Same thing as running
No,
in place.
I run in. I
Or is it 'cause
run.
you need to,
I
like-
run that way. I don't feel like there's gonna be an aftershock, so I just run in place.
Smart.
Oh.
So I'm running and I'm freaking out. I'm shaking. I was actually shaking. My hands were shaking. My legs were shaking. I was freaking out.
I was freaking
Yeah.
out too. I was sitting down and then out of nowhere, I just ran to my door and I yelled at my cats like if they would listen to me, get under the bed. But they didn't listen to me. They were just
Stupid
staring
cats.
at me
do you
like.
think that it's because they only speak Spanish? Did you try yelling at them in Spanish?
Only one of them speaks Spanish. The other two are
Oh.
bilingual. The one that speaks
wow.
Spanish is she was hiding, but the other
Was she
two,
born in Mexico?
Es que ella sí sabe.
no, she was raised by my mom.
Ya tú
Ah.
sabes, nena.
She literally pulls out the
Wait,
chancla and she runs.
What?
Wait.
That was Dominican.
What?
This was ya tú sabes, nena. That was Cuban.
Ya tú sabes, nena.
Mexicans don't really say that.
Yeah.
No, I
No.
wanted to throw it out there. Like Cuban. I just wanted to say it.
Oh, okay.
You guys are haters.
No,
Keep
I'm
going.
just. I didn't say anything. I just said okay.
So after you told the gatitos to get underneath la cama, then what
didn't
happened?
listen. They
Gatita
didn't
que le
listen.
gusta
They
el
just looked at
gato.
me like, what the hell's going on? They got freaked out. Two of them got freaked out. And I was just standing in like by the door and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this is an earthquake. It feels horrible. It feels horrible. And then once it was done, I sat down on the couch and I was like literally shaking. I was by myself too. And I was
It's
freaking
scary.
out.
I
I think you'll get to a point.
Especially,
where you
it
just
was
get
in-
used to it.
It
We're
was
in
in
California.
Pasadena, so I bet you felt it more.
You're closer.
Pasadena. Yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah.
It was a 4.7 earthquake.
I thought it
She
was
got
a
that
4.
right. She fucking
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head.
Some of them said 4.6, but I think it was 4.7.
4.7.
But some of them. But yeah.
People were saying it was
I
like a
trust Dana.
4.4,
trust
4.5. That shit
4.7.
did not feel like that shit was scary.
Okay,
It's because
That was scary.
it's honestly scary.
You know,
I hate
you know
it.
what? Like in my mind, and maybe I'm just the only like weird person, but in my mind,
Probably.
when everything like an earthquake happens, the first thing that comes to my mind is how the hell am I gonna get 3 cats out of the house and safe? Like, cause
No.
I'm like,
I-
bye, cats.
I want my phone and I'm out.
Deuces.
like
Ya me
no,
voy.
like literally, how am I gonna get my 3 cats out?
You only have 2 hands.
Yeah, and one of them's fat.
I'm like,
Una
every
chichi,
pussy for
una
themselves.
en el suelo, como- What do you say?
Wait, what did you say?
What?
What?
What do you say?
I don't know.
I'd heard una en la chichi, and then this was said something that he was ashamed of because he ran away from the microphone.
I just said I would be like every pussy for themselves.
Oh, whoa!
See, that's funny
Pussycat.
because in where I'm
Pussycat.
from, it means 2 things. Like people don't usually use the term pussycat anymore. I don't
You
have to
should.
explain this. Go
El
ahead.
que se tapa un ojo, se tapa el otro. Nada de que ver.
It
was
goes
okay.
like this.
Yeah, do it better.
O sea, me tapo un ojo, me tapo el otro, y nada que ver. Let's try it again. Ready?
Yeah.
Three.
No!
You gotta touch. You need to touch. your
No, no,
eye.
no, that-
I
no,
wanted to
she-
stare
And
myself
then
in the
the
camera.
ending. Yeah,
You can do that.
I wanted to stare myself.
Llegó
that
con
can
el
work.
ego súper inflado.
Still
Sí,
recording?
sí.
It's like
Pinches-
she got like an emotional BBL.
pinches tacos.
I had tacos for breakfast, lunch.
I know.
In Mexico?
Why
Yes.
wouldn't you?
Huevo.
Why wouldn't you?
That sounds amazing.
What kind of
Yeah, I was gonna
tacos?
say.
Al pastor,
Mhm,
asada
mhm.
Mhm.
y carnaza.
Hey.
¿No chorizo?
Ah.
¿No te gusta el
Chorizo
chorizo?
no lo probé.
What?
I actually went to Canelo's brother's restaurant.
Was he
what?
there?
No, but I did like a little TikTok. Like I recorded, but I haven't posted it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
So be on the lookout for that TikTok.
You
I
should.
don't know, but I went. It was really good. El pastor was the only one that was really good. The horchata was like, I give it like a 5 out of 10
That's not
because sabía mucha like the polvo, you know.
That's not-
So I was like, no.
good. I love al pastor.
What's your favorite variation of taco? De ojo?
Wow, yeah. Un taquito de ojo. Hmm.
What the fuck did I just see?
That was a movement. We gotta zoom in slow motion on that.
No, it happened underneath the table.
It's
But
like,
it was still
There's a
upper-
lot that
What?
happens
upper
underneath the
stuff.
table.
it's like pasito
the-
tun tun, pasito tun tun.
So you know, más.
You didn't catch that, did you?
What?
It was a.
What did you enjoy most about your time in Mexico, Dana Lee?
I actually like
Men.
the only man I like is my boyfriend.
What about your father?
Mucho sol.
You have a brother too.
Yeah, I love him too, but
Yeah.
Is
you
there
said
a-
no. You say you only want
Is there a
one
female version of mandilon or no? Serious question. Like,
Mandilona.
Huh?
yeah,
Mandilona.
you really do. You really
Yeah,
say that to
okay.
like
Like a woman that does
woman?
whatever her husband
¿estás
wants.
diciendo que soy mandilona?
No, I'm asking. Like, is there like a Spanish?
Tanali.
Like a female
S-
equivalent to
female, yeah.
mandilon.
Yeah.
Like
Yo no soy mandilona.
Yo no dije.
No, I'm not saying you are.
I don't
It
think
just
I
it
am.
just came. It
yeah.
just came.
What a coincidence! It just came up.
Should we
It
call
just came up.
Should we call? I was like, quick question. Soy mandilona or no?
well, first we want to find out
I
if
hear
there's
my-
a term for a woman that's mandilon, right? Like a
Yeah.
woman who lets her husband tell her what to do.
Any 1940 Mexican
No,
housewife.
we're not like that. We're not like that.
No, and I'm glad that you're not. Otherwise, we would be concerned because everyone should be free to express themselves the way they want
Mhm.
and to pop their on OnlyFans if they want to without their boyfriends being all fucking weird about it.
Or pop their breasts on YouTube and make it educational.
Speaking of and leche, have you guys all? I mean, you guys have all seen it, right?
Speaking of leche, JP loves leche.
He does.
I don't drink cow's milk as much as I used to after making some changes to
What about
my,
some
my
chichi milk?
diet. You know what? Can I be very honest with you? Can I speak the truth on this program?
That you love sucking
Our
chichis.
viewers.
Naked
want
truth.
Wait, what
Go
did you
for it.
say?
I'm
What?
just kidding.
Wait, what
Cut
did
that
you
out, cut that
say?
out, cut that
No.
out, cut that out, cut that out.
No, we're not cutting it out. I was never breastfed. My mom was unable to. Some women aren't for whatever reason. So
I was never breastfed either.
yeah.
My mom. Well, that's what she says.
Yo
you know?
sí.
Why are you making a face, perro?
Huh? 'Cause I
That's
feel proud of
weird.
it. Yeah. But there's an actual person on YouTube now that's I think she's smart. I don't care what anybody says about her. I think she's smart because she's putting these videos of breastfeeding tutorials. They're educational. She puts a whole little thing in the beginning, says these are not
A
sexual.
disclaimer.
Yeah, the disclaimer saying they're for education. And then she has this fake little baby doll, and then she'll be like, boop, boop, both of them out for no reason. I mean, you're breastfeed, you only breastfeed one unless you got twins. Well, she has twins. That's anyways, she breastfeeding. She fakes breastfeeding the fake baby, and then the other one's just like out. So it's like, is it really educational? I mean,
Haz de cuenta.
Lo está diciendo porque she's doing it only because she wants the attention and she knows that's how she's
Or
gonna
I mean,
be
that's what
getting-
you think. You don't know.
I mean,
we don't
I'm
know
sure
that.
she's.
Mhm.
You make-
that's the only way you can get.
'Cause you make money on YouTube
You can get money
the
by
views.
attention.
And I noticed the videos, she'll put them and then remove them, and then put like every 2 weeks she puts like videos. Not that I've been watching them. I haven't. I've just been doing this.
Ew.
I've been doing
This?
it. Was studying for this, talk about it, and
Market
I don't really
research,
watch it.
right.
I just look at the views, and every 2 weeks she puts new, and then it has like a bunch
Interesting.
of thousands of views again. So I'm
Were
like,
you gonna show something with your chichis? Pues levantaste la blusa tú.
you want to show how she
Is this
does
a
it?
blusa to you?
No, como camiseta. What is it called?
No
Shit,
sabo.
My Spanish is
No
so
sabo.
testy.
I don't know.
No sabo.
If it has buttons, it's
It's
a
a polo
camiseta.
shirt.
If
So
it
yo
doesn't
tengo
have
una
Una
buttons,
blusa.
it's a camisa.
Oh,
Camisa.
When my
But
mom
only
comes
for
back
men.
from la iglesia, we're going to le vamos a preguntar cuál es la diferencia entre una camisa y una camiseta. Yo entiendo que
And
la
what's a blusa?
camiseta tiene botones.
And what's a blusa?
I thought blusa was
A
in mujeres.
blusa, to me, that's a blouse. That's like a woman's
Yeah, I thought that.
top.
Ah.
But I think I've heard it also for man.
Let
but-
us know in the comment sections
Yeah.
if you have a better
So
understanding.
one of
the
our
Spanish
moms is
language.
watching it.
And
Let
I'm
us
sure
know.
people will correct us in the comments, and we welcome it as long as you do it with respect.
es esto?
But if you call me a
Sorry.
pendejo, I will
Where's the
find your
Spanish
IP
AP book?
address and your workplace, and I will be disappointed.
Hey, if you call me a pendejo, I'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, we'll give you a shout out. We'll give you
A $5 gift card to
¿Sabes lo
Starbucks.
que te vamos a
Tampoco,
dar
we
si
don't
nos
got
dicen
money right
pendejo?
now.
That's why I said $5
don't even have
Can I call you
No.
pendejo when I get the $5 gift card?
of Chick-fil-A.
You can try.
Pendejo.
Give him a hug, también, when you're at it.
You got your $5 gift card from Chick-fil-A?
You can't even talk.
Why would you call me that to my face? You know it was crazy. I don't know if the camera caught that, but your eyes got big when you
Yeah,
said
like
it
you were
too.
so
Like
excited
you
to
were
say,
so
we're like-
focused.
I heard
Honestly, yeah,
Chick-fil-A
yeah.
gift card. That's why I said it. She said she's gonna give me a Chick-fil-A gift
Oh, so para todo, pinche Chick-fil-A's?
Sí, a
Dicen pa'
huevo.
Chick-fil- Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
no,
no,
okay.
no.
Listeners, viewers,
No. No.
manden su Chick-fil-A gift cards.
¿Te dio pendejo?
¿Qué? ¿A ellos? I don't know. A ver, diles si a veces te mandan algo.
No, but either way, there's a actual science to this. Like, you need to be careful doing lotteries on the internet. You can get in trouble. Like, I think that the government is the only body that can really do lottery. So if we ever become really famous, we have to be careful about how we
Giveaways
give stuff away.
on Instagram.
Oh, you know what it is? If you do a lottery, you need to make sure that there's no purchase. Like, people don't have to pay to access the lottery. So I think when people do giveaways, it's like, follow, subscribe, share this, but they don't ask people to pay. And
But if you want
that's
to buy
neither
a
here nor there.
merchandise, I mean, también.
We'll be having shirts coming.
No tenemos nada.
Playeras. No, what is it? Camisetas.
Yeah, también.
De
I think
Poquito
camisetas
D'Todo.
have buttons.
Camisetas,
Oh.
camisas,
Camisas,
blusas,
playeras, blusas.
y tangas.
Tangas.
Con
Oh, I
mi
was
cara.
about to say.
Poquito
My
D'Todo.
face. Everybody's face.
Yo creo que a Eric
Well, the
y
tanga
a
is gonna
Juan
be too
Pablo le
small.
gustan las tangas.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Ooh,
want to
I
talk
have a
about
story about a tanga, but maybe I'll save it for another podcast.
Are you wearing a tanga right now?
No, not today.
I am. I always wear tangas to work because it's hot in the Orange County where I work.
And it's easier because the sweat just kind of falls to the side.
Yeah, it just
Kinda like a
trickles.
Speedo?
It's like trickle down economics.
You know your finances.
It
Then you
trickles
know.
down. Speaking of trickling down, the other day I remember I was in here. I mean, you can't see this, but
Like
the
you're
living room's
pointing.
over there, right? Because we're in the
We're
park.
not in a studio, guys.
Yeah, we're in a public park. It's called what's it called?
Por dentro y por fuera.
Wait, why? Wait, hold on. There's a lot that I have to say about that.
Por dentro y por fuera.
Okay, you know why my
I
eyes got
like
big when you
I
said
like
that?
it.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say this. That's one of my passwords.
Really?
Yeah, you know
¿Por qué
why?
dices esto? Now everybody knows your fucking password.
No, that one's a different one.
Or your
No.
OnlyFans. Now we know. That's
Por
probably
dentro y por fuera,
your
amigo.
username.
No,
Log
you know
into
why?
his
Because
phone.
it's a Luis Miguel lyric
Oh, I
in
thought you
en
were-
Hasta que me olvides.
I thought you were thinking inappropriately. when you
No,
were-
because in Hasta que me olvides there's a line
We all
no
like
habrá
por
quien me
dentro y por
seque
fuera, por
no
dentro y por
no
fuera,
habrá
por
quien
dentro y
me
por fuera.
seque tus labios.
¿Labios? Son labios, ¿no?
Labros.
Usa labros.
No habrá quien me seque tus labios por dentro y por fuera. So that lyric
Mm.
is something that I remember, and so it's part
That
of
sounds
some of my
dirty.
passwords.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
What labios is he talking about?
I'm sure. I think he's talking
Anyways.
about.
Going back
Weird.
to the
Where were we?
educational,
Oh, yeah.
We're in the
So,
park de por
Do
dentro y
you
por
guys
fuera.
think it's educational or it's like...
and this is why this is called Poquito D'Todo.
So I do have a serious comment.
A ver.
Men are allowed to have their nipples on social media, and they won't get flagged for nudity. At least that's my understanding. If you're a dude who surfs,
A ver, show yours. A ver if we don't get flagged.
Are you really
actually
gonna-
no, I don't
Leche.
think
Leche.
Vicky has actually seen my nipples because the last time we recorded,
he
I
was
took my
sunburned.
shirt
Oh, yeah, he
off
straight took out
to
his
show
shirt.
my sunburn.
It was brighter than the
Um,
sun.
Yeah, he
But
was
I don't
red.
think you're trying to see that, so I'm not
As a
gonna take my
tomato.
nipples
White.
out.
Nipples are
So
white.
pale.
No, they're red. Like
See-through.
everyone. What
See-through
white nipples?
You can see right through.
Why would my nipples be
He's
white?
translucent.
Seeing his soul through his nipples.
So I
En vez de los ojos.
Mírame
What?
los nipples.
I don't think it's particularly fair that
Translucent.
Clear.
I don't think it's particularly fair that men can show their nipples on social media and they don't get flagged for nudity in the same way that women do, right? So I assume that's why this woman's videos keep getting taken down, because she keeps getting flagged for nudity because her nipples are exposed. By the way,
I don't know. She
Like,
like
there
there
are-
down. I didn't say it. She,
and
I'm
that's
thinking
why-
she maybe takes them off and just put new material. I don't know.
So wait, every
Hashtag free the
every
nipple.
often that she posts this, she deletes her old stuff and then she posts the new stuff.
I think so because the last time I checked, she only had like a couple videos. So that means the other videos were gone.
When was the last time you checked?
Today, before we did this, I was wanting to see.
Yo
What was
creo
the latest
que
things?
Eri se fija como cada noche, ¿no?
No, cada noche no. Enough of the chichis.
don't call them that. That's crude.
We're at
Breasts. Like
25
women have breasts. I
minutes.
have breasts too. They're much smaller.
Senos.
But they're real senos, right?
Chichis.
Shout out to that novela. Sin
Las
senos, no hay paraíso. You remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
novela?
Oh yeah.
I remember I saw that and I go, damn, they were going to put that on there? Very cool.
Well, no, the
I mean,
title isn't
I don't
It's
watch
inappropriate.
true,
it.
though. Si no hay senos, no hay paraíso para mí. Perdón.
Why do you have to say
Perdón,
such
pero no.
things? I'm trying to save you from yourself.
No. Too late to save me.
It's too late to apologize.
Déjame.
Just to close off that topic, I would support people making educational content on breastfeeding
Okay.
because I wouldn't know. Then again, I'm never going to. That's stupid.
I showed the video to an actual mom who has 3 kids already, and she said, "Yeah, no, that's not educational. Like that's not what I did when I was like, oh." But I don't know. To each their own. Maybe it is.
Telemundo has commercials about it. I keep pointing over there because that's where the television is in the
My
park.
Telemundo's in
Because
there?
we're at a park, and they like in the
breast?
clip, one of the woman's breast is covered, the other one is like you can see the top of it, but then there's a baby over the nipple because it's television, and I assume that you can't show female nipples on television. Although I wonder if you can show male nipples on television, like in the
Male,
commercials.
yes, but not female.
Right.
No
Like
sé.
maybe it's legal, but you just don't
Well,
see male nipples a lot.
Have you guys seen iCarly? iCarly, Gibby? He showed himself with no shirt. He was shirtless.
Commercial though.
No, but it's a TV show.
And it's a
commercial.
kid-
But
it's a
still,
teen show.
they still it's still on television.
I
Like
don't
they still
watch it.
showed it on there.
But male. Yeah, male nipples are always on there. Baywatch.
Male.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking of David
The
Hasselhoff.
Rock shows his
Grown-ups.
nipples in every movie.
Mhm.
And they're the rocks. We're talking about the prison.
Oh yeah.
We should talk about the prison.
yeah.
So guys, I actually saw this like report on I think it was NBC about this prison here in California. I think it was Valley State Prison where they actually help the prisoners like to be better. Instead of like punishing them in the jails, they actually help them become better people. So when they get out, they're actually part of the community and helping out. So it was kind of crazy. They call it Prisneyland.
Mhm.
Because it's supposed to be like very nice. So each like jail person has like their own key to their cell, and they do all these different educational stuff. They had horses, so they can pet horses. Pretty cool. What do you guys think about it?
Where is that located?
Chochila, beautiful name of Chochila, California.
Chowchilla.
Yeah, Chochila.
One of
Go
the interesting
Bulldogs.
things
They're nice,
about
yeah.
this facility is that they refer to the people there as incarcerated persons. They don't call them inmates, they don't call them prisoners, or worse, incarcerated persons, which I think is a small but significant act of humanizing the population that's there, right? There was a clip, was it ABC? Ladies and gentlemen,
NBC.
I don't know why you're
She's
laughing.
doing fish. No, she's going. We can't have her camera when she's looking at herself.
you know what it is?
Take away the mirror. It's like putting her a mirror
I
in
think
front
that
of
we
her.
structured this in such a way where we started off casual, and now Donnelly's having a hard time reining it in. So the next time we do this, we'll start talking about
Serious
jail,
first.
and then we'll make duck faces and do all this.
No, I'm not having any trouble. There you go. Sorry.
So one of the things that caught my attention from the report that you showed me earlier, they have classrooms, and the classrooms, they looked like a middle school classroom, which I liked because I like that kind of vibe. It just, I don't know about you, but I associate the classroom with a safe place, right? I think that it would be dehumanizing if the classroom, entre comillas, was a bunch of white walls and like a chalkboard where it's not well lit and it just feels dark and it doesn't feel at home. The classroom looked like a classroom. And I think that that's what these people deserve, because they're people just like you and me. Obviously, you know, there are different circumstances that characterize their lives that brought them to jail. But I think that they deserve to be treated like human beings. And I hope that this facility is the first of many, not just in California, but in the rest of the country, because as many of you well know, we have a problem in this country with incarceration. I think that we have the highest percentage of incarcerated people of any, entre comillas, in air quotes, developed country in the world.
I think this is awesome, especially because I feel like in the report they were using stats and they were saying that they had zero violence, zero. We can even put up the
It was 20.
stats, but it
They
was
haven't
like,
had any murders,
No murders.
No
and they had
murders.
like one
One
incidence
incident.
of battery against one of the staff members.
And I
Which-
think, yeah.
which that proves the reason like they're treating them as humans rather as treating them as like animals. I think that's awesome that they're trying to do this whole like educate them and teach them how to be civilians again, because I feel like it's the same thing, kind of like not that I'm comparing it to, but when you go to the Army, Marines and stuff, like it's you get taught a different structure. The same thing as when you go sent to prison, you get experience. So I've never been to prison, but like I'm like, but I've
What?
known people who
You never been to
who've been in prison, and they the same thing that they did inside are the same things that they're doing outside, and they get into trouble. And oftentimes they fall back and they go back. And I feel like in this one, they're teaching them how to be in the real world once they get out. If their crime was like lessened or anything, but I think the real question is like, to what extent, like, of a crime do you deserve to be treated that way? Because I love that they have education for incarcerated people. I love that they have master's program. I love that they have, you know, that they have all these like universities that have like a way that they can, teach them and everything. But I feel like there should be like a threshold or where like when you are allowed to or not, because I feel very strong, like, if you commit a crime and you hurt people intentionally, like, to really deserve to have a like your time outside. I don't know. That's just like,
I was
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I think that your debt to society, to me, we often think about it in terms of time.
mhm,
So if you heard like, oh, someone murdered their partner and they only got 7 years, you'd be outraged. If they got 25, you think that's about right, depending on the nature of the
mhm,
crime. And so to me, that's what's important, the time. I don't I know, I mean, it would be different if it happened to a loved one. I don't think I'd want someone to be in a nice prison if they hurt someone that I cared about. But I think taking the emotional
mhm.
aspect out of the equation where you want to see people suffer, if you're in there for 25 years, why not have the opportunity to educate yourself? Why
That's
not
true.
have the opportunity to pet a horse or
Yeah.
interact with a dog? I don't think that you should be dehumanized because you committed a terrible crime. I don't think that helps you, especially if at some point you're
Mhm.
going to get out.
Yeah.
If at some point, whoever the case may be, whether they were a heinous, well, whether they committed a crime that you would qualify as heinous, not that the person
Mhm.
themselves is heinous, if they're going to be reintegrated into society at some point, I think that necessitates a rehabilitation process.
Yeah.
If you're on the death penalty, and then I think it's easier to shrug your shoulders and be like, well, they're going to get killed anyway, or they're going to be in jail for the rest of their lives. Who cares how they're treated? Even then, I think you should still be treated like a human being.
They were
Yeah.
actually talking.
You're right about that.
Yeah, they actually asked them like, "What? Aren't you guys supposed to be getting punished?" And one of the people from the jail, they actually said like, "We are punished. I guess we have this, we have that, but we can't go anywhere. We're still here. We can't see our family. We can't hug our family. We can't, see our kids. Like we're still stuck here. Like yeah, we might be able to do these things, but we're still getting punished because we don't have that."
El encerramiento is punishment enough.
One of the things that one of the incarcerated person in that particular prison said that that prison actually saved his life. And like, it's so like emotional and powerful to hear that this particular prison saved somebody's life because of the way that they're doing things differently. They're not treating you as inhuman for whatever reason that he's there. They're treating him as a person, giving him his own key for to his room, giving him all these educational things, so he can learn, go to school, pet horses, pet dogs, like teaching them how to do all these things. That's crazy to know that there's actually prisons that you get sent to and your life turns to shit. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I
Crazy.
I go back to the point where I was saying earlier, like, to what extent or what threshold you're actually considered to be doing all those, like, being back to the society. I I guess when you put it that way, JP, when you said, "Oh, you take the emotion out of it and you still treat someone as a human," makes sense. But then sometimes there are those cases like parents who did something really bad to their kids, and they end up in prison because they killed their kids, or like going like the whole Gabriel, what's it,
Gabriel Fernandez.
Gabriel
That's who
Fernandez.
I thought of immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're like those parents.
I'm glad you brought them up. They're in jail for the rest of their lives. They were at some point. They almost got the death penalty.
Mhm.
Is what I was getting at. They didn't get the death penalty, which I don't mind because I think that's immoral and I think it should be illegal. I don't think that we should be killing people as a punishment. But they're not going to be reintegrated into society
Yeah.
ever. Now, should they be allowed to receive an education?
Mhm.
from prison, should they be petting horses and dogs? That might be something that is worth considering. And by worth considering, I mean worth talking about. Quite frankly, I don't mind if they get to pet dogs or horses because they're never going to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
They're going to be locked up for the rest of their lives.
They
And
might have podcasts in there. We don't know that.
I might allow them to.
but you know what? That's not like that. You bring it up, and some people might think you were being silly. But in all seriousness, should prisoners be on TikTok? Because that went viral recently. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like prisoners making TikToks. Sorry, incarcerated persons. I think it's important to update our terminology. So, while quite frankly, I don't want to see those people's faces. I don't remember what they look like, and I'm glad I don't. If someone told me like, oh, someone killed Gabriel's parents in prison, I genuinely wouldn't be like, okay, good for them, because they're people. They did something really terrible. But I'm not religious, but I'm sure there's some religious people who would hear that story and think, well, que encuentren a Dios. May they have a conversion and change their lives and from prison do things differently. And I think that if you're like locked in a 3x3 cell and you don't see the light or people for 7 days, you don't have the same opportunity to change your life in a meaningful way than someone who has a key to their own room, gets to train with dogs, gets to pet a horse, gets to see the sun every now and then. So,
yeah,
it's worth.
Can I ask you, Musashas, a question? You guys ever seen like, you know, a lot of like either men and women when there's like a really good looking person who gets arrested and they're like, oh, like, so if you ever see like a guy who's really good looking, he got arrested, would you trust him still? Be like, you know what? Maybe he just made a mistake.
You know, it's funny because like not too long ago there was somebody's mugshot went viral that he was this gorgeous man, very handsome. You know, I think he actually ended up getting model contract.
He became a model.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, his mugshot went viral because he
became a model.
was very handsome.
Yeah,
And
nice.
a lot of people were like raging about him that he's so handsome. He's a very gorgeous man. I'm not gonna lie.
But
He is.
what did he go in for?
I don't remember what he went.
Nobody
in for.
remembers that part. I just remember that
He's
he was
very
good
handsome.
looking.
He's good looking. He got a modeling contract.
Yeah.
I remember he was like
No way.
forget, like a light skinned black dude with green eyes,
tattoos, and stuff.
sharp ass
So
jawline.
handsome.
Yeah, he went
Yes.
super
I
viral.
I remember now.
No.
But
Yeah.
when I
You
saw
remember
it, I
that.
was like, honestly, if it was
you're-
murder, I would not
if you're
trust
into-
the person. It has to be at least 30 years that passed or something, because I don't know, like
If
It's
you're into
still
the
in
bad
there.
So
guy-
está guapo, but he didn't murder. Está bien, then you trust.
but he's in prison.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But it wasn't murder.
Well, I don't. What's the other
Jeremy
case?
Meeks
A ver.
is the guy.
That's okay.
That's not what he. That's what he looks like now. But yeah,
That's his
mugshot,
let me
yeah.
That's
see.
the
Oh,
mugshot.
Yeah, I remember.
that went super
Yeah.
viral.
Honestly,
Handsome man.
If he's in
Mm.
prison, he did something bad. I wouldn't trust him. Hola.
There's my mom. She's never been to. I think she's actually visited prison. Madre, ¿usted ha visitado la penal en Guadalajara? ¿Nunca ha visitado una prisión?
¿Quiere visitar?
Vamos a ir a la.
No era penal.
No era penal.
Bien.
Yo dije, capaz que está en el momento más crucial de la relación.
No, ya lo cambié. Estaba muy serio y le dije, le tuve que cambiar yo.
¿Qué tal? Ay, a Vicky la tiene en el sol, no sean así.
No me da
No,
tanto.
el pelo amarillo estaba así. Antes del sol.
Ah, ok. Juan, ¿a quién robaste?
¿Cómo que a quién le robé?
El
Ahí veo
corazón.
las pizzas en la cocina.
Ah,
¿Hay pizzas en la cocina? Ah, sí, entré a la
Es un-
República Dominicana. ¿Cómo se llama el lugar? Domino's, perdón. Y así.
deme dos
Yo le dije,
pizzas.
deme 2 pizzas con jamón y piña.
Son para mi mamá.
Y de salchicha y salami. Son para
Son
mi
para mi
mamá
mamá.
que
Dámelos.
se le antojó porque
Sí,
vimos el
gratis.
comercial
Es
en
un buen
Telemundo
hijo.
y 2 por $6.99 y a mí me gustan gratis, pero
Qué
así
buen
que
hijo,
arre pues,
qué
ya se la
buen
saben. See, that's Mexican. Well, that's like more Mexican accents. Es
Qué
que...
buen hijo. Y
Pues me
Dios
quiere
dijo, mi mamá vio el comercial y quiere pizza.
Y
yo
se le
voy a
antojó.
Pero ya no quiero.
Así soy yo.
Ya no
Porque
quiere.
vine del doctor y me mandó tan regañada.
¿Qué
Aumentó
pasó?
de peso, me mandó con el nutriólogo, me va a coser la boca. Aumenté de peso. Ya
Se ve bien.
Nah, doctor no sabe nada.
No, nomás aumentó de amor porque ahí viene su nieta.
No, pero juntos vamos a comer más vegetales. Y más fruta. Y vamos a repetir más.
Mañana, ¿verdad? Hoy no.
Hoy se comen pizza porque se la robaron.
Sí, porque me la robé.
No se puede tirar la comida, qué gacho también.
No la vamos
Madre, ¿cómo es el acento mexicano? A ver, ayúdale a mi comadre aquí.
a hacer.
Que estábamos
Oh,
hablando
ask her
del
about
acento
that.
mexicano y Daniel dijo, ya tú sabes, nena. Y yo le dije, los mexicanos no dicen ya tú sabes,
Un millón de
nena.
copas obligado.
I wasn't trying to be Mexican.
Ven para que te vea la cámara.
Ask her about the
Siéntese.
Es que depende de
No,
qué
ustedes
estado
ven
seas.
aquí.
Jalisco,
Mamá,
gritamos
siéntese aquí.
al
No te
parito.
escuchan, ven aquí.
Así como
El
que,
micrófono.
¡hey, comadre! ¡Buenos
Ven
días!
aquí.
Can you put it on camera?
¿Cómo amaneció?
Just put the camera.
Entonces, pero depende de dónde.
Y ahí le siento
qué
aquí.
estado de Michoacán.
Ahí está el
de
asiento.
Michoacán como, no, tú eres de Tepa, ¿qué te pasa?
Soy de Michoacán también.
Así.
She needs a mic.
Y bueno, cada quien diferentes tonalidades, diferentes acentos.
Una pregunta. ¿Es camiseta, camisa o blusa?
Camisa.
Camisa.
Playera.
¿Playera?
Es playera y camisa.
Pero ¿cómo se distingue la playera?
Como
La
la que
camisa.
tienes tú es una playera.
Porque no
y
tiene
esta
botones.
es una camisa, botones.
Pero él tiene 2 botones.
Estas
Tres.
se llaman polos.
O es un polo.
Un polo con un poquito así cuellito.
Como polo.
¿Eh?
Comediante. Y eso no.
Polo.
Como ustedes tienen camiseta, playera.
Camiseta,
Playera.
playera.
¿Y qué es blusa?
Este es blusa.
Pero dijo
We're
que
getting
es-
scattered
O
up.
sea, la del hombre es camisa y
Ok.
la de la mujer es blusa.
Battery
Ah.
exhausted.
La madre que nos parió, mamá.
Y te camuchó. Todos vengan para acá y decir.
Damn it, you didn't get that. You didn't get that.
Eso
on
no se
video.
grabó. Fue plan con maña.
Pero nomás
Bienvenidos
digan-
al show de Eddie. Muévete para allá, es mi show. Bienvenidos a mi show.
Yo, Eduardo y Danali.
Es mi show nomás.
Bueno, sí,
Viva México.
continúa. Si tienen alguna pregunta, puede estar en la cocina.
Okay,
Ok,
gracias.
Women fart louder, men fart softer, but ours stink. Ours apestan.
Depending on what you.
Depends.
How late in your relationship did you start farting in front of Liz?
Not till more recently. Like for a lot of time, we didn't fart in front of each other.
No way.
Like it would happen like once or twice, but mostly didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until
What?
again recently we started dating again that we finally like.
You guys
It was mostly her. She wasn't really farting at all. We both didn't. Like we remember like one time.
estaban
But not like
bravas?
yeah.
Why?
I'll just go
¿Tú?
somewhere else.
Girl, yo lo solté like a los 3-4 meses.
Really?
It's a good topic. We should
Yeah.
save this for the next one, the farting one.
I know.
Let's save it. Okay, put
So-
it down for the next one. The fart.
So I, with the guy I'm dating, it's actually I think it was a couple months he started, and then like
Guess it started.
you started,
I would.
and then and then it was just come naturally. And now he tells me like, damn, cuando
Wait,
apenas
wait,
te
pedo, you bring
conocí,
it over here?
he's like, cuando apenas te conocí, no ni un pedo te
were
querías
different.
echar y ahora no manches eres.
puedes parar.
I was like, well, I mean, I'm sorry.
That's what you get.
Yeah, that was the first one. But he didn't know. I would be like, I just farted.
You know, so they weren't
Don't
loud,
tell him.
They're silent. Why not?
silent or
Have
deadly.
to, unless they smell.
Oh.
Don't want to know about it unless
Pues
it
él me
smells.
dice, él también
guess
me
what?
dice, me echo un pedo, y yo, pues, okay.
Well,
How
I
about
mean, I think
farting in
it's
front of
good
your
to
friends?
know.
How about farting in front of your friends?
I think in general, if you need to fart and you have the ability to walk away so that, you know, tiras el pedo allá en una
Yeah.
esquina, you dig a
Mhm.
hole, you cover it with dirt. That's what you should do.
Smart.
But like if you can't move for whatever reason y te tienes que tirar el
Yeah.
pedo, like I said earlier, mejor perder un amigo que una tripa. If you don't love me at my worst, when my pedos are super pinche rancios, like even I
Puro
smell them, y
frijoles.
me da náusea y la chingada. If you
Sale el
don't love
color de
me,
su
then
camiseta.
you don't deserve me
Con
when
premio.
I'm covering the LA Galaxy Inter Miami game from the press area, which I really did. It was pretty cool. I'm
He
not gonna
did.
lie.
He
Yeah.
did.
If you fart, let us know because we're next.
I farted earlier.
He told
I don't
us.
feel anything right now. If I do feel something, I'm gonna pop
I'm
out of the chair.
running.
I'm gonna be like this,
running.
and then I'm gonna go over
Are
there
you gonna pick up your leg and be
to
like,
the other section of the park because we're in a park.
He's gonna go, brrr.
I'm just gonna fart and I tell you guys and be like, I think the skunk is back.
Do you ever like when you're in your car and you're driving and you need to fart? Do you ever roll down the driver's side window and then go like that?
no?
No.
So that because otherwise the fart will stay in the seat. You know what I mean? Like It gets
It's
trapped
okay,
in
it's your
between
fart.
el orificio
Espérate,
and el
espérate.
asiento.
There's been other
Espérate.
stuff stuck in
Ya
your
te cagaste in your own seat. A fart's not the
For
worst.
real.
And that wasn't a good,
Relax.
and that wasn't a
Relax.
fun experience, and it stunk because, you know,
Ah,
it was
farts-
like in between
I
my
fart everywhere.
orificio posterior,
In
el
that seat.
ano.
How about
right?
if you're a night sleeper and you go sleep over your
A
friend?
night sleeper?
A night sleeper. A
I'm
night
like, wait, what?
farter. Sorry.
I feel we were all night
night
sleepers.
farter?
We all are.
yeah,
we
when you
are.
fart during your sleep.
So we go to sleep over.
I don't know if
and
I
you go to
fart during my
sleepover.
sleep.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay, okay. Sorry.
When you fart in
With
your
my
sleep.
friend.
If you
I
fart in
mean,
your
like,
sleep, it's
yeah.
not your fault.
Of course not.
That's not your fault.
But what if like it just comes out and your friends are like still awake or something?
I've been
Which
with
is
my
funny.
friend
Pues
for
se lo
8
tragan.
years,
Que se lo
and
traguen. ¿Para qué te invitaron
I
a
think he
dormir?
farted, like, at 6
Yeah,
years.
because it's funny because like
Si ya sabes
my
cómo me
comadre,
pongo.
my comadre and her boyfriend
¿Por qué me invitan?
are they talk about how they're like very fartsy and stuff. And then we went to Vegas and it was me, my comadre, and her boyfriend in the same room. They were on their bed. I was in an air mattress.
I was about to ask.
And and and
Hey,
we,
it's
we
Vegas,
joke
isn't it?
around. Yeah,
Whatever
we
happens in
sh-
Vegas stays in
We
Vegas.
joke around. We're like, damn, ese cuarto está fumigado.
It's so far, no?
No, it's actually good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's so far.
But
Oh,
I
it
can
puts-
zoom in the when I edit it
Yeah. Okay.
a little bit.
Sorry, I cut you off.
It's okay.
That's rude.
Road.
Sorry. Road. Road.
Anyways, this was so super off topic.
Yeah. So, party.
We're gonna talk about that.
Cool.
Speak on that on the next episode.
Before
We
we
were.
conclude, I think that we should
did
talk
it already. I
about
said we'll hold it for the next one. We didn't.
we should talk about our parents putting hands on us. A few minutes ago, I don't know if the camera didn't catch
But
it
ya se
because it had
acabó.
just died.
Ya
My mom
terminamos.
pinched me. She pinched me
did,
because
huh?
I got upset that my
Yeah.
camera died, and I said, I think the audio caught it, but just in case it didn't, I was like, "Ay la madre que nos parió," and I was about to say "mamá huevo."
I say you. I say we
Es
leave
una de
the-
mis maldiciones favoritas,
Ar-
and my mom, she zapped me
What's the
right
word-
right here. You guys
I
all
saw.
it.
I saw.
Yeah.
She went.
What's
Have
the
you?
worst
So
thing your parents hit you with?
they never hit me with an object. I think I remember when I was 5, I got smacked. My mom me bajó los pantalones and she smacked my ass like a drum.
Damn, relax.
And she
homie.
apologized to me for that years later. I was crying a bunch at a party because I didn't want to be there. I didn't like going to parties when I was little. And I was telling my mom, llévame a casa, like take me home. Well, in
Just
Spanish.
Spoiled brat.
My
No quiero
parents
estar
never hit
aquí.
me. They missed.
Really?
Yeah, they missed.
You think that's funny, but that's actually sad, bro.
How?
Yeah.
Like
never
they tried to hit
experienced a
you.
chancla?
No, no. They had a pillow. They tried throwing a pillow at me, and I
A
dodged it.
pillow?
Yeah.
That's it? No, no.
They never hit you with a
You didn't
chancla?
have a real childhood then.
With the chancla, my mom tried getting a. She was chasing me with the chancla, like around the house, and then I got a pillow and I went like that. So no me pegó, like it hit the wall, and I was like, "Ow, that hurt." She never hit me. I just lied.
I had a bump ins with my mom because, single mother, I had to like room with her. And this one time she got the
Did you
chancla.
fart with your mother?
And she chased me around the house and I went up in my bunk on top and then I would try to hide, but she still smacked me with the chancla.
I have a scar because of the chancla. This whole eyebrow came off because of the chancla.
Oh.
So you
How
guys,
did the whole
what
eyebrow
scar?
come off?
Just right here. I
That
just
was
put-
not no
You
chancla.
see
It was-
Oh, I see the
yeah.
scar
It
actually.
was
Yeah, I see it.
chancla?
Mhm.
Damn, your mom hates you.
Because
then.
back in the days, they made good chanclas with like Goodyear tires in the bottom. So they were tough. Not like those weak ones they have now. Crocs. What's a croc? They throw you a croc at the thing and hurt. No, those are real watches.
Are you your mom's favorite child?
I am now.
No.
I
but
wasn't before.
no.
Before, no. No,
Like,
growing
that
up.
explains it.
But it was, I didn't even do anything. She thinks I was going to give a marble to my little brother. He was little. But I actually saw the marble and I'm like, cool, a marble. I'm keeping it. But she thought I was going to get back to him. She started chasing me. I turned around. I'm like, why is she chasing me? But I wasn't going to ask. I just ran. We don't, it's like you see the cops. You just run. You don't ask questions. And she threw the chancla and scraped this whole thing off. It was just hanging by the ending right here. It was just like literally hanging. I was like, whoa. I went to the mirror and I was like, touching it.
And she didn't say sorry?
No, to this day, she still says, you're going to give the marble. Your brother would have choked on a marble. And I'm like, but I never gave him the marble. I wasn't going to give him the marble. And she's like, well, I didn't know. I'm like, well, didn't die.
It was
so it's
prevention.
Tough
Yeah.
love.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, it's okay. That was that. And then there was there was everything.
Huarache.
Belt.
I got what a sartén.
Like,
With the sartén?
Yeah.
Pan?
Yeah, pan, but
Damn.
she didn't hit me hard.
Wait,
She's like,
where?
back.
What did she,
Boink.
in the back?
Yeah,
No
Like-
way.
the first thing she grabs.
That's not normal.
Which sartén is the one like you make
The-
eggs
the
or which
one
one?
with the flat one.
Oh,
my
the
God,
tortillas one.
yeah.
You mean
Damn,
you
she
mean a comal?
tortillad?
Yeah,
She
comal.
tortillaste your ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
But she didn't hit me hard. It was just kind of like one of those things where she's like, but she didn't hit me
Damn.
hard. Cause
Nah, I got hit hard with everything. The like
The wire.
the wires like that, también, the belt, anything she can pretty much
the
find here.
belt.
Yeah, anything she can find. Oh, and there was a belt, the cinto pinteados, that had the horses and the other stuff on it, so me dejaban marcas. You know what I mean?
You
Te
got little
pegaban.
horses in the
Yeah,
back. You
the
got
little
little
horseshoe and all that. Te dejaba la marca.
The little tramp stamp of the
Yes,
whatever.
about what you just got hit with. You go to school and be like,
Cinto.
dang, you tell the other kids, what you get hit with? Oh, check it out. The belt, cinto pinteado.
Hey.
And then show the different parts. I'm like,
You know, in
damn.
Mexico, the teachers would hit you too.
I heard that.
Yeah, with the ruler
Yeah, with
too.
the
Yeah.
ruler.
Yeah.
My mom got hit for being left-handed.
Dang, she didn't even
You
do
can
nothing.
ask her right
I
now.
know
She
how it
didn't
feels to do
anything.
nothing wrong and get
El-
hit.
el
I know
pinche
how it feels. I'm
maestro,
gonna give her a hug.
Who
like, it's okay, it's not
unfortunately
your
he's
fault.
he's dead now.
You look so
El
sad.
maestro who hit my mom with el con el pinche borrador. He would hit her for being left-handed, and when he would turn around, my mom would stick her tongue out el perro.
Well, because Hispanics used to
Crazy.
think that being left-handed was not the right
Was
way.
like the
Yeah,
devil's-
like you would like tell your kid now, like yeah, that was a big thing. Like you were not supposed to use your left hand. Like,
Yeah,
La Manuela didn't know about left hands.
times have
That's
changed.
crazy.
Hey, and that wraps up this
Dang.
episode of Poquito de
Poquito de
Todo.
todo.
If you were ever
Bye.
hit as a child, let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah, what was yours? Do you beat me? Do you have any scars?
What was the craziest story from your childhood?
Have you been hit with a comal?
Or a
I've
chancla.
never heard of someone being hit with a comal. The
I
chancla,
know,
the
that one
cinto.
is
There were
very
no
crazy.
surprises, and then you told
Good
me
news is you
the
said it wasn't hit
comal.
hard. but
Was
I'm
it
like,
warm?
damn.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That would have
No,
been
that's
worse.
So you know,
Yeah.
so you know,
But
do
you
have
know
a
what's
scar?
funny though? Like with the whole chancla thing, my mom hits my cats with the chanclas, but she doesn't hit them hard.
I don't think you should say that in public.
She just says
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she just
no.
grabs the chancla
not in
and
public.
she's
In the
like
backyard.
she goes like this,
Private
like
house.
like
We're in a park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in a park.
Park.
It's
Yeah,
like-
we're in a park.
and now my cat when my mom pulls a chancla, she runs.
Dang.
That's what she's raised with in a Mexican household. You're not raised in a Mexican household.
Unless you know what a chancla
I was
is.
never
for
hit with the
real.
chancla. I was never hit with an object. I was hit
With the
once
hand?
slapped on
My
the butt.
parents ain't gonna waste
Once
their
my
hands
mom
on
hit
that.
me
They're
in the
gonna
mouth.
use.
There was only 2 times that I've ever been hit.
Twice.
When I was little.
That was a typical.
I got pinched just now, but that to me doesn't count.
twice. That's a typical day for me.
Hmm.
Ya no me pegan. Más me dicen estúpido, pendejo. Nah, they don't.
No, they
Nah,
don't call
they
you
don't.
that.
Not no more. Not no more.
Oh,
You can tell I have no no anger towards it.
no, my parents and I, we've made peace. And I was only hit twice by my mom. Once my dad grabbed me, he sat me down at the dinner table. I was going to leave the dinner table because I was at being a bitch. I had a bad attitude. And my father,
You being
my
a bitch?
father
Never.
taught
Wow,
My
I didn't know JP could be a bitch. Wow, did you know
Damn.
that? Damn, could be
I
a
know
bitch.
too.
so my father taught
There's
me
No way.
that it is
What a
sometimes
bitch.
better. So my father taught me that it is sometimes better. Sorry, let me.
Put the finger down.
So my father taught me.
Dangerous.
I have to speak with my hands.
Give me my.
So my father taught me,
We should have done that. Dick.
bro.
I did.
Sorry,
okay,
JP,
sorry,
go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry, sorry.
So his father taught him. Go ahead.
Father.
That sometimes it's best to walk away from a situation if you're really upset, whether it's an argument or a chore. And so I didn't want to eat dinner with my family because I was upset. I think I was upset with my dad. We
That's how
had
you
an
walk
argument.
away.
And so I walked up. So as I'm getting up, he grabs my arm and he sits me down. That was the only time he put his hands on me.
What about when he hugs you?
JP doesn't give hugs.
We have proof.
I gave you a hug earlier when we
No,
when we
but
met
like,
at the park.
Your parents. Your parents.
I hug my parents.
I thought you said you don't hug them.
I
Dude, now.
barely, almost never.
You see?
Come
That's
on,
why.
man.
They're getting older. You need to give them
Hug.
more hugs.
Hug.
You're right.
Hug. Oh, I thought we were going to all go hug. Hug.
Before
hug,
I
and see if
left
he
to
actually
Europe, my
hugs.
dad gave me a hug and told me that he loved me, and it was awkward. We didn't look each other in the eyes. I laugh about it because of just the awkwardness, but it was cool. Like he dropped me off, and I was in the line ready to go do my check-in. He's like, he's never said this before, and he's never said this since. He said, "I love you, son," just like that in English, which is, I mean, most of our conversations are in Spanish. But he said, "I love you, son." And then we did a side hug, and we didn't even look at each other, and then we didn't see each other for 20 days.
Wow.
Okay, this
But
is.
it was cool because like
We're gonna.
he
cut
was
it off.
trying, and
No, I love this.
I
we
like
need to
that.
actually talk about more about that with emotions and hugs and
Yeah.
showing all that and being Hispanic. So we
On
will
the next
have
episode.
a whole topic on that and talk about
So
it.
we're
You know what
gonna
we should
scrap
do?
the chanclas.
we're gonna
Subject.
end this episode. We're gonna do a group hug, and we're gonna look into the camera and say thank you for watching Poquito de Todo. Oh my God! You were just talking about how we should love each
Hug
other.
your parents, not me.
Okay, so then let's pretend. Let's do the air hug.
I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, I love you, man.
I love you too, Eduardo. I actually do love you. On some
Awkward.
Gracias por
What he said.
Gracias por sintonizar a Poquito de Todo. Los esperamos en el próximo capítulo. Buenas noches, buenos días, adiós.
Bye.
$5 gift cards to Chick-fil-A.
No. We don't have that kind of money. She definitely don't. I don't. I'm working for free.
Hey, we put $1
in
each.
OC.
That's $4.
That's $4.
Oh, that's $4.
$1.25 each.
$1.25.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're not going to give anything away because A, we don't have
We
it.
can't afford it.
B,
We're broke.
no one's really watching this yet.
Maybe.
Make sure in the comment you put that JP is a bitch sometimes.